Attention on this channel. We've got an important message. All observations and opinions shared here are for educational purposes only. This content is intended for adults. Viewer discretion is advised. Be advised that any individuals mentioned are not intended to suggest involvement in any crime.
Case by case, got the fire. Ha!
Come on,
Yo, you wanna talk about true crime? We start with a guide that flows. Digital footprints meet criminal defense, that's how this story goes. This channel's all about online evidence, the stuff they overlook. From live stream chats to deleted posts, it's all in the true crime book. My goal is to provide insight for the attorney in the darkest hour, to find the proof that can make a case or break a criminal's power. So whether you're a lawyer or a PI, we're diving deep in the mess, exposing misconduct and hidden truths to get to the very best leads. We break it down case by case on the trail of the facts. We show how digital evidence changes case outcomes. We on their tracks. No rumors, no gossip, just the evidence clear and concise. Shining a light on the shadows at any cost or price. What do we do?
case by case.
What's the motto? We're here for the victims, the ones who were left behind. We're here for the families, giving them peace of mind. We follow the paper trail, the digital footprints and the timelines. Connecting the dots, we're reading between the lines. We don't just talk theory, we show you how it works in practice. We're here to help you stay ahead of the curve, to get a new analysis. You think you're in charge, but we're here to find what matters most. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, like a digital ghost. Digital ghost, digital ghost. We break it down case by case on the trail of the facts. We show how digital evidence changes case outcomes. We on their tracks. No rumors, no gossip, just the evidence clear and concise. Shining a light on the shadows at any cost or price. What do we do?
Case by case.
What's the motto? From digital clues. The mystery, you wanna know the answers? We're dedicated to the chase. From the first look at the scene to the final resting place. We're here to find the answers, to give the victims their due. A true crime channel with a heart and a purpose too. We're here to build up, to expose the truth, and to shine a light on the darkest of deeds with all our might. We're here for the truth, we're here for the facts, and that's it. We don't chase the trends, we just chase the truth and never quit. We let the past speak for itself, we let the facts lay the ground. We're just here to be a voice, a tribute that is sound. Yeah, it's all for the truth.
Ha! Come on, come on. Let's go.
Their thoughts for you, yeah. Won't kiss the ring. Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
I would take them if they could find a ride home because I had other plans. From there, we dropped them off at the bridge around 1:35, and I dropped them off around 1:40ish, probably 1:35 is what I remember, but it could be wrong.
And it was the afternoon, right? It was around 1 o'clock?
Yeah, like 1:30.
High Bridge in Delphi, Indiana, approximately 1,300 hours.
Last seen around 1 o'clock Monday afternoon near the Monon High Bridge.
Two girls have been missing since yesterday about 1 o'clock.
The girls were last seen near an abandoned railroad bridge known as the Monon High Bridge around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
30, maybe a little bit after. I dropped the girls off at around 1:35.
They left here about 1:30, and Kelsey dropped them off around 1:38.
And then what time approximately did you leave to take the girls to the trail?
We arrived at the trail at 1:35, so we probably left the house at 1:25. I don't know how long it takes to get there. I just know what time I got there.
Like 1:30.
And do you remember what time you went to town?
When I went to Delphi,
Yes.
around 1:45.
Would that have been around the time you left home?
Yeah, around there.
How long would you say it takes to get from your house to Main Street where you turn off?
Maybe 10 minutes.
And that's from home?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Case by Case, where truth deserves a second look, which is what we do here on a weekly basis with cases that we feel has information that needs to be scrutinized. Welcome back to episode 31 of the Delphi Vault. Can you guys believe it? 31 episodes. Wow. We've came a long way. Today I have with me Quester and Fungi, your favorites. Let me just bring them up to the stage. Hey, Quester. Hey, Fungi. Oh, where are they? Let me see.
Hello.
Oh, there you guys
You're there.
are.
Hiya.
Hello. We missed last week because we all seem to be under the weather, which whatever's going around here, flu, COVID, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Bound eggs.
Everybody's had it. Bound eggs. Fungi is dealing with a sick chicken that she's been nursing overnight. So we are all here and we have a lot to talk about. And welcome everybody in the chat. We have quite a few of you here. Hit that like and subscribe before we go forward. And so we are still stuck in the Delphi vault. We are stuck on things that arguments that can be raised that don't involve really a third party suspect. They're arguments that should be raised based on the timeline and the accuracy of what's plausible, what's not plausible. All you guys can see big girl, BG. There she is. Fungi's got BG on her screen.
I'll be in the text chat in a minute. I haven't set that up yet. I just need to dry off Beach.
Oh, she's not feeling good. Good to see you too, Indy Cindy. Hey, Big J, my girl. So we started off with a video that Queen of the Hill created for me regarding Kelsey German's 50th explanation of when she dropped the girls off, which I find to be very interesting because it's almost a half hour earlier than when she actually did drop. Well, not a half hour. I'll say 20 minutes prior to. We have some things to discuss about, we've been raising the arguments about when the girls were dropped off, when the phone was unplugged from the phone charger, and how the GPS vanished. We didn't have accurate GPS after the 1:44 GPS timestamp on the trail driving to the Mears lot. And then all of a sudden the girls popped out at 1:51 on the trail. And we have multiple different things to go over. Let me see here.
Did anyone else's stream just like glitch out for a moment there?
I don't know.
When she was talking. I just wanted to, I'm not in the chat, so you let me know what people say. I just in case they did, I don't know if you want to repeat that, but maybe it was just me.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It did do a little glitch, but
okay.
So we're looking at, of course we know, obviously we know that there is GPS error within 5 meters. But these errors are much larger than that. So Quester, the image that's on the screen is, the drop-off point and how long it takes to get from point A to point B. And then we have point A to point B to point C. And if you want to discuss that a little bit, and I also have an excerpt, I'm thinking I have an excerpt of Kelsey discussing how she dropped off the girls and she sat there and she watched them walk up the Mears trail until they were almost out of sight before she pulled off. Quester, go ahead.
Okay. There are two maps. The one on the left as you're looking at them is the map that they would have walked if they'd come from the Mears lot to the intersection, then on to the first geolocation. And that's 123.5 meters walk, which if you just sort of dawdle, take it easy, you can do in 1.5 minutes. And when you add that to 1:48, the phone was unplugged, you can easily make to the first geolocation for 1:51 with a couple of minutes spare, maybe. So that's quite doable. But it's still tight unless you're going to suddenly jump out of the car with the phone and move it. The other thing is, somewhere along that walk, Betsy Blair should have seen them, but she didn't. Furthermore, excuse me, Kelsey's car should have been across the entrance to Mears when Betsy Blair arrived, but it wasn't. Now that's led me to think, well, if we accept everything that Betsy Blair's saying, apart from the times, yeah, I can't see any problem with it, then that must mean that Kelsey didn't actually park at Mears. A few yards down from Mears, there is what looks like a lay-by, but it's more an entrance for farmyard vehicles. And from there is a track which again leads to the same geolocation. And now this is on the picture on the right. It's a slightly shorter walk and will take about 1.25 minutes. Now that is obviously going to fit a lot better with jumping out of the car at 1:48 and getting to that spot or within 5 meters within the time. Now, this picture that's just come up, this is the entrance to the Mears lot. You can see in the middle there's a trailer. Been there for ages. That's an important landmark, isn't it? Can you flick up the one with the tape?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I have to go back through. I've reached my capacity on my uploads. Hold on 1 second.
Brilliant. This is a photograph of an area that, as you can see, was taped off by the police on the 13th. And you can tell where it is by looking up on that hill. There's that trailer. Now I've zoomed in, I've carefully measured and everything. It is that very trailer. Everything says it is. Therefore, this is just over the hill from the pathway from Mears lot to the intersection. And one thing that's odd is police have never ever mentioned this area being taped off. They've never mentioned why, and they've never produced any pictures. This is the only one I've ever found of it. You then have to wonder why they taped it off. Obviously, there was something interesting there. And what strikes me as interesting is that tape is almost directly next to that second track that was on those maps, the one that takes you 1.25 minutes to walk. If the girls had walked that track, they would have walked straight past here. And I think that gives a reason why this would have been taped off. Something there. Okay, Amy?
Yep.
Now, if we look at
look
at this. On the left is the Mears lot and the trail, the yellow line.
All the way down.
All the way down. On the right is the track that the farm vehicles would have used. The red circle is where that trailer is. And the blue circle is roughly where all that CS tape is.
And they never, I mean, there's never been a crime scene area discussed other than the actual crime scene where the girls were found. But yet there was an area taped off over here with crime scene tape. And and again, just to be clear, this is a hypothetical. We're trying to make the times and the GPS fit to what aligns with the phone. And when you have all of these different versions of events that Kelsey describes, dropping the girls off, and there should be no reason why everything is accurate up to the point to when the girls arrive and are dropped off and let out of the car without there being any kind of interaction between Kelsey's vehicle and Bessie Blair's vehicle. There's other alternatives that could have happened, which that's what we're exploring right now. This area up here in the very top right-hand corner is another area where the girls could have been dropped off. And, you know, when you're a local and you access this area numerous times, you're aware of pathways and walkways that, you know, if you're an outsider, you wouldn't specifically be aware of. But if we're trying to align the GPS with the timestamps of where the girls are and when, this drop-off point right here, up here in the right-hand corner, is more reliable if the girls were dropped off here and they weren't dropped off at Mears, but right before Mears, and they walked up this outside path straight to where they popped out on the trails at 151. Am I saying that right, Quester?
That's right. That drop-off point is the only place where it could tally with the times and tally with Betsy Blair not seeing anything at Mears Lot or anywhere down the trail. If you did pull in there, you probably couldn't be seen by anyone going into Mears Lot anyway, those trees, the bushes and so on. So, yeah, that would give a good reason that it could tie in with Betsy Blair not seeing anything. It could tie in with Kelsey seeing the dark blue car as she drove past. So all that could tie in if they parked there to drop off the girls.
Quester, I think it's more the topography. I think it's more the topography that would have been a deterrent for seeing, because there is no leaves on the trees and there's really not that much foliage on the ground. It's always in springtime, or at least in springtime conditions like it was that day. Everything has been flattened by snow. So it would be more so the topography or downed limbs even that would be on the ground, or, you know, preventing sightline. Just something to think about. I know it's like kind of minuscule in the grand scheme, but
well, yeah. So when we're going back through all of this, and you think about Kelsey's taking Abby and Libby to the trails and dropping them off, and her best friend is there at the trails, and there's a discrepancy in viewpoints of you've got Betsy Blair coming back from the library, who claims that she sees the 4 girls. I don't believe that she sees the 4 girls on the Red Bridge, correct? Not Freedom Bridge. Or does she see, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know when the bench photo was taken at 1:26. There's a major discrepancy as to which bench this photo was taken. There's a bench closer to the entrance from Freedom Bridge, and then there's also the bench that is a short, rough distance from the Mears lot, which that bench seems to be the more realistic bench that the photo was taken at, based on the green roof of the barn in the background, which would have been the Mears lot, the Mears farm across the street from the Mears lot. So we are now at 1:26, and let's say it takes from the Mears lot to the entrance of the area of Freedom Bridge. We're talking, what, 14 minutes? So if
from Mears lot to
from the Mears
lot to the bend in the road,
from the Mears lot to the Freedom Bridge.
Walking, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
So
But roughly.
If the photo was taken at 1:26, we're looking at
Around about 140.
What? Yeah,
Yep.
140, 142.
Yep.
And Betsy Blair is coming back from the library, and she claims to have seen 4 girls. Now we have Kelsey German dropping off Abby and Libby. The phone is we know for a fact the girls are in the car at 1:48. Is that right? When the phone charger is unplugged.
Yeah, we know the phone is, yeah.
Yes. And then if you believe the state's timestamps of the Hoosier Harvest Store camera, Kelsey's car is seen on the Hoosier Harvest Store at 1:49. Okay, so there's over a 10-minute gap in between Betsy Blair seeing the 4 girls on the bridge and when Abby and Libby are in the car, the phone charger is unplugged. And Kelsey reportedly seeing Bree and Rayleigh and them on Freedom Bridge as she's making her way to her boyfriend's house, who is also Bree Wilbur's brother. Yet Bree Wilbur has stated that she arrived home before Kelsey even dropped off Abby and Libby. How was that possible? It's not.
It's possible Bree was just kind of exaggerating that because then she said we already left there in reference to the bridge, is what I thought. I thought that was the context. She's like, we already left there in reference to the bridge. So it's possible they could have already left the bridge. I don't know if she explicitly says home.
2 different statements, Fungi.
Okay.
She made a statement by messenger to Libby that they'd left the bridge about 10 minutes prior, but she's also said that she was at home before they got to the girls got to Mears.
And I mean, a lot of it is semantics. You know, a minute here, 2 to 3 minutes there, but the bottom line is that you've got Bree Wilbur's best friend on her way driving to the bridge to drop off Abby and Libby. According to Kelsey, she saw Bree on Freedom Bridge as she was on her way to Bree's house, which means Bree couldn't have arrived at home before Kelsey got there. And the bigger question is, why would Bree and Rayleigh and them be walking when Kelsey is passing them in a vehicle? Would she not stop and pick them up and take them home? And then you later find out through the Scene of the Crime podcast that after Kelsey leaves work and she's requested to go into the police station to speak to law enforcement because she was the last one to see the girls, she has Bree Wilbur with her. Like, that's...
Plus, they were using Bree Wilbur's phone because Kelsey had got, to quite use her words, got rid of her phone just before she got there. Which alarm bells ring.
But why? Like, I just want to know why.
Yeah, why would you get rid of your phone?
I just want to know why. We're not accusing you, Kelsey, I promise. Like, I personally think that Sergio was right on the money and that you were just a girl and you got caught up in something and you're really trying to make the best out of the situation. You're trying to grow. Kelsey, if you are out there, like, know that we are not attacking you. We just would love some answers, just so that we can stop wondering.
And the thing is that Kelsey is so forthcoming in the fact that she says, yeah, I'm going to change my story again. So what? That's what she says. So what? I'm changing my story again. And
her story started changing at the time that the phone was being extracted. Well, she wouldn't have had access to that at the time. Only Ellie would have. And Ellie were talking to her. So when you add all that up, it sort of gives an indication that she was being fed. Oh, no, Kelsey, it wasn't 1 o'clock, it was 1:30. No, Kelsey, it wasn't 1:30, it's 1:45. So what it looks like to me is she was being fed what to say.
And it wasn't 1:45, it was 1:48 that the phone was unplugged. And then her car was seen at 1:49. And then she went to her boyfriend's house. They washed his truck. They went downtown and ate. Then it was her and her friends went downtown and ate. Then she came back and her boyfriend's dad watched a movie. Then her phone started ringing. Now, based on the podcast, The Scene of the Crime, that her and Bree Wilbur helped produce, now she's saying she went to the bridge with Cody and searched for Abby and Libby for at least 30 minutes and then went to work, which is not her testimony when she was giving the interview to Doug Carter.
Where was Cody during that day?
Cody supposedly was at work. And it was when he came home that he was told Libby was missing and he sporadically went to the trails.
There is also another version of where Cody was, that he was on holiday with his pal, who's an ex-policeman, and he just got back from there as well. So it's questionable where he was. Michael Brevard, I think.
These things just shouldn't have question marks. Yep, truffle shuffle.
You're talking about a 2-hour window where there's only a realistic amount of things that can go on in a 2-hour window in between dropping off your sister and then having to be at work. And we have all of these different explanations as to what transpired during that 2 hours. Yet we have the private investigator who worked for the defense team, Matt Hoffman, who has stated in certain public corners that there was a verbal argument that took place at the Mears lot between Kelsey and Libby. Then we have a supplemental report that was taken by law enforcement. It's not made up. It's not speculation. There is an actual report of a mother of 2 children walking the trails within 2 days of the crime, that she discovered a clump of hair, blonde hair, next to the barrier of the entrance to the Monon High Bridge, which was collected.
It's a quick one, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of the Hill says that Cody was supposed to have been in jail and no one knows how he got released. He's correct. He was supposed to have been in jail and his release, his earliest release, wasn't supposed to be for about another 3 days, I think. So he got out earlier than his earliest legal release.
What was he in jail? Well, really quick, guys. The Nightbot, which Nightbot is going to be renamed. She's going to be Casey Bot. But if I know Mother of Dragon says that Nightbot is stupid. Sorry, we're working out the kinks, so ignore the bot. But she's necessary, and once we get her all tweaked out and fixed, she'll be great. So what was Cody in jail for?
Oh, now you're asking. I'll have a quick look.
I think it was drunk driving or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he'd had his license taken away for it, but he somehow got it back. It's the moment that he was let out, even though he wasn't supposed to get it back for a few years.
Yeah, because it wasn't his first offense.
Oh no.
Which that's kind of interesting to me that he still has his now he has his motorcycle license. I feel like it should be a lot harder to get your motorcycle license after that, right?
Indy Cindy says
I don't know much about it though.
Indy Cindy says DWI.
Yeah.
I don't know much about motorcycles or licenses. I could ask my uncle, but yeah, I feel like that should be.
Yeah, his license had been taken off him for a few years after he was released, but there he was driving again.
Driving while intoxicated. Okay, so which document do you want me to pull up first, Quester?
To deal with what? Oh, I've lost the track here. Sorry.
We have, let me see, we have the 1405 photo, we have the 1407 photo, we have the dual SIM plugin, we have the audio input, we have, ooh, here's a good one. I uploaded that.
Yeah, do you want to go with that one first?
Sure.
The shoes.
This one's compelling.
Yeah.
Shoegate.
Shoegate.
Yeah. But, hopefully it's pretty obvious what's being said here. The shoes. Have a very good look at Abby's shoes in the top left. Yeah. This picture's been expanded just below it. See the way she does her knots and the tongue in the shoe.
Well, there's no white cover on the front of the tongue of
Correct.
the Converse.
It's a black one, not a white one.
Right.
And now, if you look across to the right, that photograph of Abby crossing the bridge on the picture, complete to the right and top, you can see it's a white tongue.
Now, is there a chance that they have the same shoe size?
These are two completely different Converse.
Yeah, but I'm saying they have the same shoe size, and she could have just put on Kelsey's that day without thinking about it.
No, because these shoes, these black Converse are supposedly the black Converse that Abby's grandpa bought her.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he was even after the funerals and stuff, he was asking for these shoes back. I guess as like memorabilia, but
you know, those are definitely Kelsey's shoes she's wearing, or the style of Kelsey's shoes, not hers. Which is incredibly bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Why would Abby, when she has her own Converse, why would she be wearing Kelsey's?
I was just trying to play devil's advocate. I can't think anyone else. Can anyone else maybe play devil's advocate? Any ideas in chat?
Another thing to note is if you look at the expanded one of Abby's, you see the way she does her bow? She brings it up over the tongue and tucks it in.
Yeah.
Kelsey's, she does it below the tongue. Now look at that, those shoes on the bridge. Below the tongue. It's not even knotted the way Abby does them.
It's just something to ponder.
I'm just going to let you guys know through like years 10 to 15, I never tied my shoes once. I always kept them tied in the same knot. I just slip them on. Do not recommend it, guys. I don't know if that's what happened. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate in any way. That's why I'm here. I don't disagree. I try to try.
That's one of the reasons why some of the youngsters throw them over the tongue, because it uses up all that loose lace. But there's so many things that show they're different shoes. That black line along the side, it's there on Abby's shoes, but it's not there on Kelsey's, and it's not there on the bridge. Totally different shoes. Knotted totally differently.
Nightbot is just...
What? I can't see what Nightbot is doing. I can't.
People who talk in caps, he's just like deleting the messages and then timing them out for 5 seconds. It's only 5 seconds, guys. So sorry about that, but I'm more pissed off that it's deleting the messages.
I'm sorry. So Nightbot is under construction. Nightbot is an AI generated chat bot that's obviously deranged.
Nightbot just got put in timeout. So there we go. Retribution, everyone laugh at Nightbot.
Ignore Nightbot. If you get timed out, I'm sorry. I've got Terry working on it.
Be gone, machine.
He needs to get his act together.
Redacted a timed out Nightbot. Nice one.
Yeah. Let me see. Around 11.
Sorry for interrupting, guys. That was funny.
Anyway, upshot of this is it's quite clear. Abby is not wearing Abby's shoes, but she's wearing shoes exactly like Kelsey's, knotted exactly like Kelsey does. Very odd.
I just find the fact that Kelsey's going to Bree's house and Bree's supposedly walking, that Kelsey wouldn't stop and pick up her AKA best friend or that group of girls. And you've got Betsy Blair reportedly seeing 4 girls on a bridge on her way back from the library. And they're still there in the same place when Kelsey has already dropped off Abby and Libby, passes the Hoosier Harvest Store camera, and is heading to Bree's house.
Driving underneath that very bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rick Snay's probation officer. That's funny. The 3 girls aren't fine. They're not hard to find. They have been found, but they were never spoken to by law enforcement. And
in fact, some people online, I don't remember if it was actually you, Amy, have actually spoken to them.
I spoke to one of them, which was Emily. Well, the Emily Collier thing is kind of a crossbone of situations that she's. Yeah. Emily Collier she's an interesting person that really needs to be talked to by law enforcement or by an attorney, because I feel like she has information that's valuable and she knows that it's valuable. And that's why now she's refusing to talk, because some of the dots have been connected. When I first interacted with Emily Collier, she approached me because she was somehow involved with Ashley's case. I wasn't aware that she was a part of the 3-girl trio that were out on the bridge that afternoon and was a part of the 3-girl trio that Rick Allen supposedly saw. I also have reason to believe that Emily Collier was out on the trail early that morning with Krista Burrows and her family taking photographs, etc. So now that all of those dots have kind of been connected, and I don't want to use the word confronted Emily, but I approached Emily and said, "Hey, I didn't realize you were this person." Immediately, she shut me down. She said, "I'm not discussing it. I'm blocking you." She's currently in Westville prison. She actually might have already been released because I think she was supposed to have gotten out in December. I tried to get Michael Osbrick to go speak with her prior to her getting released because I was afraid that once she was released, we wouldn't be able to find her. But the 3 girls that Rick Allen supposedly saw, they're not a mystery. We know who they are, but I mean, they have no obligation to talk to any of us, and we don't have any law enforcement pursuing them.
Hey, Amy. So someone asked who took the screenshot of Abby on the bridge. I said it was Kyle Smith, but Mother of Dragons, who we know and love, says it was a girl who took the screenshot. So I'm curious.
Well, I can clarify that.
We have, hold on. We have both. Hold on. Let me see.
Hooray!
Here's the problem. Let me see here. Let me pull it up.
Michaela something, Indy Cindy said.
No, it's not Michaela.
No.
It's
Erica Gibson?
Yes, Erica Gibson, which is right here.
That's not the person who took them. It's the person who snapped them when they were on internet. Carl Smith and Erica Gibson. They snapped it off internet.
Yes. Can you guys see my screen? This is Erica Gibson. Erica Gibson was supposedly one of the first people who screenshotted, but I don't have her screenshots. That's what's interesting. And all of the screenshots that we do have, I believe, came from Kyle Smith, which said 7 hours ago.
Great.
And when you listen to the Scene of the Crime podcast that Kelsey and Bree Wilbur produced, in that podcast, they talk about these 2 photographs, 205 and 207, were a Snapchat story posted on Libby's Snapchat, not a private message, but a Snapchat story said 7 hours ago. I've had multiple people tell me that they have seen a screenshot of Abby on the bridge that says differently than 7 hours ago, but no one's ever been able to produce it to me. I've never seen it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I've asked for it. I've had people say, well, I posted it. Well, where? I've been asking if there's a different timestamp earlier than 7 hours ago, which means the photo at 7 hours ago means the photograph was screenshotted after 9 p.m. that night. Well, at like 4:30 in the afternoon, the heyday of the girls are missing started. And I can't imagine that nobody screenshotted either one of these snaps. And HM, if you look up arrests, them names pop up in Indiana arrest records. Didn't Klein talk about the Smith's interesting clubs, possibly? Johnny Kramer, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
But how did Libby know Carl Smith?
I don't know. I don't know how he knew Kyle Smith. I know that Kelsey knew Kyle Smith because I have the screenshots of Kyle Smith posting Abby on the bridge and him stating on Facebook that the search, this is at like 10:40 p.m. So way before midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when reportedly the search was called off. But Kyle Smith, and we've gone over it in previous episodes of The Vault, Those screenshots are in the presentations, but he's saying the search was called off. This is at 10:40 p.m. and it will resume at daylight. And Kelsey commented on that post, "I will be out there first thing in the morning." So we know Kelsey knew him because his posts obviously were coming up on Kelsey's Facebook feed. How Libby knew him, I don't know.
He's not in any of her old contact lists.
No.
But these photos, they get more clarified in the 2 documents I sent you about the supposed photos. Blow more. I think it blows it wide open. Don't know what you think.
So do we want to talk about, so let's see. So we've talked about the taped off area next to Mears. So let's talk about, here, we'll go here. Quester, I'll let you talk about that.
The white border. Now, I think it was in 2015 that Snapchat decided it would be a great idea to automatically fit a white border around any postings that were of pictures from memory or the camera roll that were over 24 hours old. Now, this stayed so until in April 2017, they decided that's not a good idea for the ones from memories, but they kept it for the camera roll. But that doesn't really affect anything here because we're talking February 2017, which means both older memories and older camera roll photographs, when posted, would automatically get the white border. It wouldn't affect the ones that are in the phone files and so on, just what is produced. Okay?
So do you want me to go on to the next one, or do you want to discuss this?
No, I think this is pretty straightforward. That's just to show that it is a fact, this white border.
And let me see here.
We could go on to the supposed 1405 photo.
Let me find it. Here?
That's the one. I'll go through both the photos, but I'll do them in order. Right, this one. This is the one that has been bandied around a lot, that the Libby is supposed to have taken at 1405. The picture you can see on the right, that is one of those infamous 7-hour ones. That is one that has been snipped off internet. You can see that because it's got the 7 in there. Have a look at the clarity of that picture. It's very clear, isn't it?
It is.
Compare that to the one on the left, the one that the state say they took off Libby's phone.
It's compressed almost.
Have you ever known the original photograph to be a mess and the one you pull off internet of it to be beautiful and clear?
Only if I use TinEye.
You'd need something pretty smart to do it, wouldn't you, to clean it up that much? Now, bear in mind that they're saying that this was at 1405, this photograph. On the left, next to that smudgy picture, is the photo data for that picture, allegedly. Now, when you look at the time that it is supposed to have been taken, it says 1342. not exactly 1405, is it?
No.
No. Bear in mind, 1342, they were still in the car driving towards Mears. How on earth could they have taken that photo? They weren't even on the trails, let alone the bridge. I put in the GPS readings for around 1342, so you could see where they were, halfway down North 275 West.
Hey, can you repeat that for those who may have not heard the first time? Repeat the kind of the biggest part right there, the part that you went over just a few.
That's huge. This is huge. Huge. Huge.
What?
Start
I'll repeat
over.
that.
Explain the whole thing again, Quester, because I think that people are going to argue. People are going to be flabbergasted, and explain to them where the data came from on the timestamp of the photo, the 1342. Go over that again, because I think that this is a turning point in this case that needs to be thoroughly exploited.
Yeah. Right, now, bear in mind, these two on the left come from the state that they put in as evidence. The second one in is data, it's supposed to be data of the first picture. The first thing it says is that it was taken at 13:13:42. That is a quarter to 2. 13 is 1:42. Yep.
Right. Now, mind you, let's just stop right there for a second. Mind you, that after this photo was taken, there was a photograph, because this is supposed to be, am I mistaken, Bree Wilbur's photo. Is that right?
Bree Wilbur's photo was earlier than this, I believe. Wasn't it?
Well, I'm trying to correlate who could have taken this photo, because we know that there was the bench photo at 126. This photo was taken after the 126 photo on the bench, but it was also taken before the phone was unplugged at 148 in the car.
Right.
And when you look
that goes into my question too on this sheet.
Okay, go ahead.
If we say this was not taken by Libby's phone, first of all, how did it get on her phone? It shouldn't be there. Second, who took it? Somebody was at the bridge at 13:42 taking photos. Now I've gone through everything I can find, and I have found 2 people that were taking photos at 13:53 on the bridge. Want to have a guess at the name, Amy?
Cheyenne?
No. You named him earlier. Conking.
Who?
And her pal. Conkin.
Oh,
Conklin?
Conklin, yes. Krista Burris, Emily Collier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Powell is who? And are they related to Julian Powell by any way?
Julian Powell is another one that
I've been looking at him.
Yes, Julian Powell is another one that was overlooked, but he was tipped in by multiple people. He himself reported being out there
with the drone the day before.
I don't think it was the day before. I think it was the day of.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So let's theorize that photograph was theirs. How did it get on Libby's phone in her memory? Bear in mind that according to this document, at 14:05:08, she's supposed to have taken this photo. Media picture, file opened.
But she was 300 meters away from the bridge at 14.
She was even further than that. She was still in the car.
So how do we know it was taken that day for sure?
We don't. And odds
well,
are...
we do, because that data photograph there has got the date, the 13th.
So I'm confused on the 14:05 8-second photo, because if I remember correctly, based on the other research that we've done, at 14:05 and 8 seconds, they were 300 meters back on the trail. But it was at 14:05 and 10 seconds that supposedly this photograph was taken, which means they went over 300 meters in a 2-second time span. See,
the time is even wrong.
It is, and I just feel like we're taking all of, I mean, are we taking all of this data or these photographs and the timestamps? Are we taking them all at face value when, in actuality, they're all fabricated?
No comment.
Oh no, she just said it.
Bear in mind that every time the camera is used, it automatically produces a GPS location. At 14:05:10, there is no GPS location. Therefore, either the camera was not used or somebody has removed all reference to it from the official list.
So if the camera's not used, Snapchat's not in the foreground, but these photographs...
The phone is locked as well.
And
the phone was locked as well.
And the phone is locked as well. How do we explain these photos?
The only way I can think of it is a second phone. A second phone took it off, I don't know, and put it into the memory. Sorry?
Victim phone number 2, perhaps?
Uh-huh.
No one wants to believe, no one, and that's the frustrating part. Like, no one's wanting to believe that. No one wants.
There's so much evidence in that phone list of a second phone. It's incredible.
You're right.
There is absolutely no way that that photograph was taken by the phone they found at the crime scene. Somebody else posted it.
But somebody else posted it to, they would have had to have posted it to Libby's account.
Well, I'm theorizing here. Let's say Dave, whoever, posted it, and the second phone snapped it and saved it. Could that save show up on Libby's phone? I believe it could, because they're sharing the same memories, the same everything.
Yeah. If they were sharing the same Apple account, yes.
Yeah. And if that can happen, which I think it can, then this photograph belongs to somebody else.
But then we're stuck with the absolute conundrum of all of the stars aligning and this case unfolding exactly how the people responsible for the death of Abby and Libby were to unravel exactly the way they wanted it to. That's the hard part, is how all of these things align.
Yes. That was such a fortuitous posting, wasn't it?
Yes.
It is only that, literally only that, which the state had to say the girls were at the north end of the bridge at 2:05. They had nothing else. Only this one thing, which is quite clear, had nothing to do with them.
And I've been doing a really, really deep dive into the Gilgo case. And the one thing that is a sounding board through the entire case with all of the investigators is that in a murder investigation, there is no such thing as a coincidence.
You should never treat anything as a coincidence.
In this case, there's more coincidences than there is suspects, and that's saying a lot because there are a massive amount of suspects.
If it's only this photograph, you might get away with screaming coincidence, but it's not only this one, is it?
No, it's not. There's so much more here.
Yeah. This basically destroys everything from 1351 up to the supposed 1407 photograph, the one of Abby crossing the bridge. Shall we move on to that one?
Yes, let me pull it up. Oh, hold on.
Fungy's asking you to let her in.
Oh, is she out? Girl. There you go.
I hit the wrong button. I was like gonna hit unmute in order to say something, and then I realized I hit the home button on my phone, and it was sad.
You're fine.
But I was literally about to say to Quester, who said there are multiple things that point to having two phones. Can you quickly list those things? Just I don't know if you could precisely list those things just for anyone who maybe hasn't had time to, or maybe forgot.
I've got to organise it properly so I can present it properly. At the moment, it's notes and note upon notes upon notes.
So
but hopefully soon I'll be able to show you that.
I can list a couple. A couple are the fact that you've got what I believe to be two phones on the bridge, and you've got the GPS tracking more so Abby's movements versus Libby's. You've got the phone pinging, according to law enforcement, according to Mike Patty himself, pinging all over town. Yet the other phone is supposedly under Abby's body. The two phones are interacting. We have phone calls. We have text messages that are not showing up on one phone, but showing up on another. For example, there's a phone call that comes in from somebody in Illinois, that doesn't register as a phone call, but the data that this person called can be tracked. It's hard to explain. That's why the gray area in between the black and the white, you've got Libby's phone, then possibly the secondary phone, and then you have the gray area in between where images, messages, and data are crossing paths in between the two. That's what makes me believe that there's two phones. Not to mention the fact that we have a photograph of Abby on the bridge with what appears to be a phone in her pocket. You will not convince me that that's not a phone in her pocket.
Same.
You will not.
I'm getting to the point where I'm believing there are 3 phones, not 2, involved in this.
Stop the madness.
Okay, I'm looking for the. Hold on a second. I'm looking for the 2. Hold on. I've uploaded so much that it kicked some of the stuff that I had uploaded out. So hold on.
Hey guys, I think maybe we should sacrifice Nightbot to I don't know, maybe like the technology gods.
Is the Nightbot still running his mouth?
Yeah, I want to destroy Nightbot. I will destroy Nightbot.
How bottist.
Fuck off.
Okay, hold on.
Who this? We hear you. We hear you. And I am so happy that you've been screaming about it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, while I'm looking for this other photo, can we go here, Quester?
Oh, you want to go there first, do you?
Yes. Well, first of all, we have a question from Gaslight You in chat, which I thought was interesting. He says, can you explain your opinion on what is on Abby's shoulder in the car, Pig?
Which photo would that be?
That would be the photo of Abby looking like she's pissed off at the world. There's only 2 options of what that is. We are mistakenly seeing a seatbelt strap, or we are seeing a backpack strap. And the reason that we can believe that it could be a backpack strap is because we have Detective Kim Riley putting information out about them looking for a backpack in the area. That's all we have on that. But what that photograph does prove is that Abby had a zip-up jacket on, not a hoodie, but a zip-up jacket that Kelsey claimed she gave to them when they were getting out of the car, but Abby already had one on. That's all I have to say about that. So here we go.
Okay. Right. The photo top left is just there because I wanted a snap of the time circle in the corner, which I have expanded and put beside it. I then sectioned it to show you exactly what it's doing. As you can see, the black timing is running around the white circle very neatly. A quarter of the time that picture was being allowed has gone by. That's how that time circle works. Now, if we go to the picture below, we have that 205 or whatever it is photograph as it was snapped off internet. That too has a time circle. So I expanded that, and I'm sure you can see there's a massive difference between the style of that and the one above it.
Mm-hmm.
This one has bled into the center, something that I'm assured
that's
it cannot do.
No, it does do that.
Who says?
My friend Vienna a while back, I think I had Amy send you this, I'm not sure, basically took images of an old Snapchat video that she sent someone, and it displays this exact same behavior, where the circle in the middle is also removed.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, I can send you it. thought I replied to it once, but yeah. No, but sorry, I'm getting it. I have the exact spot. But yeah, no, I don't believe, I think that is natural.
Okay, but is it natural for the white border and the time circle to be on there?
Yes, yeah, I mean, she has a whole video of it. It's like this.
The white border is unnatural for anything over 24 hours old in those days, yes.
She's yeah, let me just send you the video. I'll send Amy it so that she can maybe even share it.
Okay. Keep going, Quester.
Okay, so we'll skip that for further analysis. Have to bear in mind this timer is very tight. I think you can set it for a few seconds or 10 seconds or for sort of eternity. Now, I wouldn't say that either of these two were set for eternity. So the next one down would be a 10-second. So the top one, if it's a 10-second time, you're talking about 2.5 seconds it's been running. The bottom one, 3 seconds. And both of those photographs are 7 hours ago. So I'm not sure, but that doesn't seem to tally to me. Does it to you, Fungi? Is she gone?
No.
What about you, Amy?
No, sorry, I'm sending something. I had to pause out a different app.
I mean, I don't know why a screenshot from 7 hours ago would have that circular time clock in the right-hand corner. I would feel like it would be exhausted.
No, when it times out, the photo is supposed to go. The other thing is, both of those were undoubtedly screenshots, snapped, call it what you will, weren't they? Now, what Snapchat does is when somebody does that, it will automatically send a notification, a receipt, back to the person who posted it. That notification / receipt goes into the phone data. It tells you who took it and when.
Which we don't have. We don't have.
There is not a single receipt anywhere in the data list for any photographs that are mentioned. Now, the only way that could be is purposely removed, or nobody looked at any photograph. But we know these two were not only looked at, they were snapped.
And can I just and call me ridiculous. Really.
Go on.
So this photo, it's in black and white, and it's at a further distance, taken by Bree Wilbur. Yes?
That's the one I think was taken by Conklin and Co.
But that's not what the state admitted it as.
211 is the one that they put in as the 1405, isn't it?
Hold on. I have to go back and look, because I know for a fact there was nothing admitted by the state that had anything to do with Burris and Conklin. But when you look at these, and then you look at this, they
look different, don't they?
They do, but they don't. You change the shading and you zoom in a little bit. but
Yeah.
you still have in the foreground the same trees.
The same
And
angle, everything. Yeah.
yes, you just zoom in a little bit, but you still have and you change the shading. It's not so much a black and white scale, but you have like an antique scale with the golden or the bronze hazing of the trees alongside the bridge, which is the same thing that we run into with the Instagram photos that Burris and Conklin and them took that morning that then appeared later on in Libby's Instagram.
Amy, check your email, Indy Cindy, and also I sent you something, the thing that you asked for. But Indy Cindy said she has something that will blow your friggin' mind on that photo, and I need to know what it is now.
On which? Okay, hold on. I'm going.
No, go faster. How dare you?
I'm going.
The only other thing, as an explanation for all of this, is that the camera they found did not take the photos. So we're back there again. All of this is again saying it was not taken by that phone. So we've got multi-direction saying not this phone, Buster. Now this gets worse when we move on to the next picture, the one of Abby crossing the bridge.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get this. Hold on, guys. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to pull up this photo that Indy Cindy just sent.
Ready for my mind to be blown?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Let me take one of these off. Okay. It's blurry. Kyle Smith. Oh no, why is it so blurry?
Was it originally blurry, or did you save it as like?
No, I just downloaded it.
Was it blurry? So it wasn't blurry when she sent it?
Hold on. Okay.
It might just be blown up for the stream, so maybe you just want it to be the original size.
Okay, hang on. Let me share my screen because
you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we're getting a lot of your questions answered today, guys.
We're trying.
Yeah, I'm. If you do, while Amy's doing this, I just want to put out there, if you do think that you can help me with some family tree stuff, send me an email at greatgr8lakesfungi@gmail.com. gr8lakesfungi@gmail.com. Tell me what you're going to send me before you send it, because I might already have it. I have like 970 people on the family tree so far. Nightbot, I swear. Oh, that was, never mind. That was redacted.
Okay, don't. Nightbot has some issues.
No, it was redacted. Who?
Okay, this is not letting me open this up. Hold on.
Okay, hit Control and zoom, and then scroll up. Hold Control.
It says Libby posted a photo on her Snapchat account showing Abby walking across the old railroad bridge. This was the last time anyone heard from the girls.
That's the wrong pick, someone says.
Listen. I
don't understand what's happening, girl.
This is okay. I'm gonna have to go in and download this and edit it.
Amy, not that pick, quote unquote. Oh, darn it! Now my mind can't be blown. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'll have a go at it with this next document.
I know you probably already have maybe a link. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and do.
Hey, Quester, I sent you the stuff that I sent Amy too about the circle. Just an FYI.
Thank you.
The one she sent at 1:13 p.m.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on.
No, we're getting it.
I'm getting it.
So, who here has snow? None of you?
Okay, hang on.
So, this is why we're special, because we interact with the chat like this. We want all of you to help participate. So, things kind of, sometimes we do it on the fly. Oh, yay! Yeah, well, Kentucky doesn't count because not really Midwest, is it? Let's see here, so no snow.
Let me see.
Irrelevant again. I'm kidding. No, I don't want a shovel. It's insane, guys. 25 degrees and windy. Sounds like shorts weather.
Okay, here's the one from Indy Cindy. It's still blurry.
Yeah.
Oh my. Hey.
Nice color though.
Yeah, she's just gonna put it on her page. She says she hates doing crap by chat, which kind of rhymes. I like that. Crap by chat.
Interesting color in the center though for black and white, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm telling you, it's the same photo. It looks like it's the same photo to me.
What's the one on the left? What does it say under the one on the left?
I can't read it. No.
Oh, I wasn't asking you, buddy.
I can't read it. I can't read it.
I'm going to tell you anyway.
I did find it funny. Okay, it was from 2008, apparently.
Is that an exhibit sticker down at the bottom?
The more telling part for me is the fact that the tree line's the same, because that does not change. That changes a lot over time.
Okay, why is this not letting me stop sharing? Hold on, I'm trying to stop sharing this.
Yeah, if that was 2008 and 2017 the same tree line, I just don't buy that. It does not. That doesn't happen. Like, everything changes. Branches are lost. It's okay, guys. I'll post that. Post it, she said. Where are you going to post it, girl?
I'd agree with Alison. It does look like a photo study project. Not that one.
Your page. What's your page? Like on what platform? Facebook.
Andy, post your link in the
Twitter.
chat.
No, she can't because she doesn't have a wrench. You should wrench her. Wrench her file. Oh, All Eyes on Delphi says April 5th, 2008. Oh dear. That's
interesting. That's very interesting, isn't it? But who had the time machine?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be the exact same, Anna. The tree line would not be the exact same.
Andy,
No.
you have a wrench. Now you can post it.
That photo looks I'm excited to see Indy overlay this because
It's far too the same, isn't it?
It is.
I think it might actually be the same.
The tree line is it's exact.
I think the Amish picture
shading
is
exact.
Photoshop,
Everything
but okay.
is. Yeah. Everything is exact. The shading on the timbers, the lot.
Oh, so all I just posted in chat. I am going to. This is fucking crazy. What? What? Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, RA is innocent for a fact.
Yeah, I'm about to get out my tablet so I can do some Photoshop or / analysis with this thing.
So where are we going next, Quester?
Holy
The
shit.
supposed 1407 photograph.
Oh shoot, where is I? Okay, that's the one I'm having trouble finding, and I know that I saved it. Hold on.
Quester, in the meantime, if you want to take a look at the thing I sent via email about the circles in the circles in the circles.
Let's have a quick look, see what you sent me.
Yeah, my friend Vienna, some really awesome analysis on this a while back, Discord channel, and because she actually asked someone who worked for Snapchat about certain things.
Okay, I've got it. I've got the 1407. There we go, Quester.
Brilliant.
Can you multitask, Quester?
No, I don't do that.
Yes,
you don't get paid so much. No, you don't get paid so much if you do everything at once.
Oh my God, you sound like my husband.
Well, there you go. Right, where were we? Right. We're on to the 1405/1407, whatever you want to call it. Picture, aren't we? 1407, is it? Let's have a quick look. So I'm just calling up a larger version of it on my laptop so I can read it. Right. And here we go. 1407 photograph. Now, let's first of all start with the background. At 1407:20, Snapchat is not in the foreground, and the phone is locked. As we've discussed before, if Snapchat isn't open and the phone is locked, you can't take a photo and you cannot post anything to Snapchat. So we start from that point. We now have a location being given. Now this location does work out to about halfway across the bridge. And the only thing that could have kicked that location into happening is the camera. So that location means camera in use, which is our first problem. Back in the day, the iPhone 6 could not use the camera if the phone is locked. So we hit our first problem. It couldn't take this photo, but it's given everything saying it did. It took a photo. So let's move on to the picture that the state say was taken. Now, the picture we've got there is a double picture. On the left is the one that Carl Smith says he took a snap of, his 7-hour one. On the right is supposed to be the one that came off the found phone. But first of all, we've already discussed the white border. The white border says the photo was over 24 hours old. But if it's got the white border on it, it has not come from the found phone because the original phone does not save it as a white bordered one. The white border is automatically put on it when it is posted. So again, we've got another thing saying this photo did not originate from the found phone. And then we have the fact that the border is saying this photograph is over 24 hours old. It stinks, doesn't it?
It does.
That's not all. We have data saying that the camera was open and being used. Well, if it was taking a photo and it wasn't this one. Where is the photo that it did take? It's not on the phone. So we have another problem. The next thing, which is a problem, is if you compare the two pictures, the white bordered one is a nice square, the sort of photograph that a camera takes. The one on the left is decidedly oblong. Camera apps don't take photographs like that.
No, the one on the square is like cropped. Like that's for sure. I mean, obviously, I think the one on the left is, it's portrait mode.
The one on the left has been significantly cropped as well.
It has?
To get that shape. To get that shape, you'd have to crop it.
That's not a natural, because I know that you can customize the dimensions of photos. I did it on my old phone. It was kind of fun because I got really long photos.
So as you say, you can customize them. Both of those are customized. Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. In 2017, compared to now, what you can do, I think the semantics are a lot different, but...
Well, if you compare the photographs of in the car, the shape of them, the style of them, to these, you find the photographs in the car more match the one on the right and in no way match the one on the left.
That's true.
Oh.
Therefore, to use Fungi's word, customized. They've been meddled with.
Meddled.
Both of them.
I like.
I need a more British word, actually. I feel like.
No, meddled.
No, I feel like there's some more British word out there.
Meddled is perfect.
Nah, not.
Yeah.
Quester, you have one job.
I've got to provide you with a word for meddled.
What's another word for meddled? Fucked up.
There's loads of them.
They've been
No, that's American way. That's the American one.
They've been fucked with.
Well, yeah, that's one way of saying it.
What's another word for meddled, Quester?
Manipulated.
See, I like.
Yeah, but what's like the British version of that? Like, this has been Humpty Dumptied with, or some shit like that.
Humpty Dumpty.
I love when you guys like have fun sayings for things, like the loo.
The loo.
The bog. The bog, the can, the tampered. How about obtruded?
Mollywoggled? What mollywoggled? I'm making shit up at this point, guys, but I feel like it could be.
Now we are in Harry Potter world. Mollywoggled.
How about dabbled with? Do you like that one?
There you go. Dabbled. That's a good word. Dabbled. That's a good word. So the photos have been dabbled with.
Have been cooked.
They've been the books have been cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. So we're building up quite a list of things which are totally wrong with this, aren't we?
Yeah, there's a huge list. But I assure you, Kelsey German has all the answers.
Yeah. I believe you.
Right.
So we have these meddled with photos, one of which is supposed to have come off the data files of the phone. So presumably the phone did it all by itself while it was lying in a puddle of mud.
I mean, you've seen Nightbot. Technology can go off the rails.
Stop cracking on my Nightbot.
Yeah, stop dissing the Nightbot. He's only young.
He's learning the ropes.
That's the issue. He's learning.
Okay, keep going.
Right. Now, when you look at what Cecil said, you have to be careful. You'll fall over laughing or crying, one or the other. You've got to bear in mind that this is a super duper expert.
Super duper expert.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about that wordage.
Yeah. He's the sort of guy you call in when Superman's on holiday.
He's the man.
He's the man.
If he and Kelsey could team up, good God, they would get so much done.
He knows everything there is to know about phone data. Yeah. He says this phone was not on the found phone.
Okay,
but didn't the state say it was?
Okay, you got to clarify that. You said this phone was not on the found phone. Clarify that.
Correct. That is what Cecil said.
He said this shit that we're looking at wasn't found on the found phone, is basically what you're saying.
Basically said, if my 3-year-old daughter had produced a picture like this, I'd have slapped her across the mouth.
What?
No. It is not on the phone at all. There is no data whatsoever on the phone linking to this photograph.
I didn't find it. I didn't see it. I didn't screenshot it. I didn't save it. I don't know what the fuck or where it came
I
from.
saw nothing, senor. Nope.
So only explanation is that it's magic?
Yeah.
Well, he had to go onto the internet to find it.
He had to Google it.
Yep.
He's so good at that.
He's very good at that.
Well, he's not that good because he had to be told where to look on Google for it, apparently.
Yeah, but it was good enough to be admitted into a court of law on the stand in front of the jury.
Well, we all know that that's good. If you can't find evidence, go onto the internet. It's all there. Whatever color you like, it's there. So this photograph is total and utter tosh. It's a plant.
Oh, God. I'm being overloaded with British right now. I feel like this is kind of getting unhealthy.
I love it. Tosh.
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 Didn't we have a war over this?
Didn't we have a word for what?
Didn't we have a war over this?
Not Tosh, we didn't.
Tosh. Tosh, Tosh. I don't even know at this point. All right, guys. I'll stop. I'm just having so much fun with the accent.
I love it.
We have so many colourful words.
We do. I can't wait for this to go to retrial because we're going to bring in the Tosh.
Yeah. Bring on the Tosh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're going to have to call in a Tosh expert.
I apologize for them.
Bring in Cecil. He's done Toshography.
Oh my God. I love it. Okay. Keep going.
So what we have here is we've already lost absolutely everything from 1351. It's gone down the toilet. We've now lost this photograph completely as well. So we now have nothing proving that the girls were even on the trails.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're back to that.
The next step is the video. We have nothing right up to that point. Now, unfortunately, I'm still working on that video, but I'll give you a taster. It's falling apart.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, don't do this to me, Buster.
That's going to be a come next week and see.
Give us a taste.
Well, I'll give you one taste. Show me one part on that video where you can see Libby.
Oh no.
No, you can't. You can hear her.
No, you can hear a girl.
She sounds like Libby. I mean, I think what Libby would sound like, but I can't say it's Libby 100%.
I could also say with that whiny voice, she sounds like Kelsey. Have you heard her whine when she's talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a family thing. So it's not enough to say.
Quester, you really believe in your heart of hearts that all of this is a setup?
Oh no.
I wouldn't say all of it is, but I'd say there is a cover up here.
And where do you think the cover up is coming from? Is the cover up coming from kids involved in this murder or something else? Because
well,
it goes from
if it is a cover up, it's got to be someone who had access to Libby's details, access to Libby's accounts, knew that Libby and Abby were going there, knew what time they should be there.
And to be honest, I mean, based on those factors alone, the only person that you could point the finger at in that scenario is Kelsey.
Yeah. Or you could say Kelsey would have known what time they were going to be there. Did she tell anybody? Well, I dare say she told her boyfriend what time she was going to meet him. Bree and her friends knew that they were on their way. So there's quite a few people that would have known.
Didn't we have to explore the why? The why is the why in this scenario is much more in depth than the why, for example, in a Patrick Westfall and Brad Holder being involved, because the why there would be the odinous sacrificial, scenario playing out. But if it was a family,
there is definitely a why involved. This is not a, oh look, two girls, let's go and do something. This is a plan. And I can say that because just simply these photographs say it was planned. You don't just suddenly look on the, oh, I've got to cover this up. Oh, look, here's a photograph. Let's slip that in on the computer, blah, 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 bang it onto a phone. No, this was planned. Therefore, there is a why.
What is the why?
Yep. There's a why, and who precisely was the intended target. If you know the second one, you may well work out the first.
It's just a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. But I'm convinced this is not just a, it suddenly happened by mistake, whatever. No, this is it was planned.
After our second stream together, Cluster, I believe, like, I had, after the stream, we kept talking a little bit, and you mentioned something, and I was like, oh my god, if this happens to actually be, like, legit, that everything isn't real, then I don't even know, like, it's gonna break my brain. Like, because I was just like, and now I'm just like, my brain's broken.
I didn't warn you I might break your brain. This is what happens when you delve into things.
Why do I? I know why.
Well, bear in mind, all this data and information has been out there for 7 years. It's had so-called experts and lawyers on, far more qualified and adept than any of us here, poring over it for 7 years. So why haven't they come up with what we've found?
Mm.
Closed-minded? Maybe they know something else. Maybe I don't know.
In answer to DYOX, I think it is, could Kelsey control her account from home on her own phone while Abby is at the bridge? Yes, so could anyone who had access to the account.
So let's brainstorm who would have had access to the account.
Well, we know who had access to the account. It was Kelsey. Kelsey had access.
Did anyone else have access to it? Well, we know Abby did.
We don't know. And
well, she said that Bree. I thought I heard that there were at least rumors that Bree had deleted stuff on behest of Kelsey.
There's just a lot of unanswered questions, and I'm sorry, but the data that we have, the data that was put forth at trial, I feel has been manipulated by Cecil and Bunner. They only revealed what they wanted us to know, what fit their narrative, and
it was incomplete.
Correct, and that's why we have all of these unanswered questions. I mean, you can sit here and pretend that Cecil and Bunner are on the forefront, honest, legitimate investigators who are going to give you, 100% factual information. However, we know now through depositions and whatnot that they left a lot off the table. And because they did that, that leaves the door wide open for us to speculate and question all of the information that we have that doesn't make any sense. Otherwise, if you're not questioning it, why are you here? I mean, if you believe everything that the state is putting forward, why are you here? What is there left to question if you believe everything that the state? And when I say the state, I'm talking about all of the investigators under the belt of Nick McClelland, Bunner, Cecil, all of them. We're questioning it for a reason, and it's because it doesn't add up. And I don't know how else to go about researching a case that has so many open-ended questions than to question everything. And the photo and with the 207 photo of Abby on the bridge, what is so mysterious to me is prior to the trial, for years, there have been questions and speculation circulating this photograph about it being photoshopped, it not being a real photo.
And we thought they would be answered. That's the craziest part. They weren't.
Right. And when we get to trial, we find out that this particular photo that everybody had been questioning for all of these years is the photo that is missing. So if you're willing to agree with what Cecil and Bunner put in their reports, then why are you here? Because it doesn't make sense. There's things left off the table. There are questions unanswered that they even in their own depositions go, I don't know. I couldn't find it. I didn't see that. I can't explain it. Okay, well, here we are 8 years later. And what did you do to get to the bottom of those answers? Absolutely nothing. And I mean, at this point, I have no fucking clue who committed this crime, except for the fact that the one scenario that makes the least amount of sense is Richard Allen. Equally beyond that, Odinists, family, Ron Logan, his crew, all of those equally make sense. And there are a lot of things that point in those directions, but nobody really, I mean, honest to God, nobody really took the time to investigate. Yeah. I mean, they showed up at Brad Holder's fucking work and are like, well, yeah, he was here from such and such time. And, he had to have swiped his card, but his card's up there on the wall and anybody could have swiped it, but yet he's clocking in at a workout facility an hour before he supposedly clocked out. Then you've got all this bullshit around Patrick Westfall. Then you've got Reese Davis. You've got Ron Logan. All of those things have major leads. The one that doesn't is Rick Allen. But you can't sit here and agree with Cecil's report of this phone data and make it make sense, because it doesn't. That's just my take.
My brain hurts.
Yeah.
Would you like me to pop your brain a little bit more, Fungi?
Sure. Yes. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go on then. Can you load up inputting data via SIM? No, that's not it. But don't worry, we'll start with that one. You'll like this, Fungi. They give your hubby something to think about as well. So I'll put in the circuit diagrams and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll have him look at this later. See
if we can blow his mind out as well. We know that at 04:33 on the 14th, the SIM was being taken out of the phone and put back in. We also know that 04:33, a lot of the data files on the found phone were being updated, altered, etc.
Wait, so like 12 a.m.?
No.
04:33.
Like 04. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant. Wait, so 4 a.m.?
4:33 in the morning. Half 4 in the morning.
On the 13th or 14th?
14th.
Okay, sorry. I thought you said 13th. I think you had one.
That bugged me because why take out the SIM and put it back in? Now, I've been delving around to find out why you would do that. And I'll come up with a theory. And I've checked it with a few of the people I know with phones, and they say it's workable. Now, on this, you see top left, you can have what's called a dual SIM adapter. The way they use it normally is you plug the bit that's in his pinkies into the phone, and then you plug your SIM into one of those slots on the right. You can then plug another SIM in the other one. This is designed so that you can have two phone numbers on the same phone. For instance, if you want to, you can have your own personal number and your business number.
But was this doable in 2017?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was?
Yes. Now, obviously, if you were going to do that to the phone, you would have to take the SIM out, plug this in, plug the SIM back into one of these slots. Right.
Okay, but
now the other,
what kind of person would have known this information?
Anyone that knows about phones and twiddly things with them, such as Keegan Klein, Keegan Klein's pals, businessmen. There's a lot of businessmen use them, so they can have one phone in their pocket. They can answer anything.
My dad, when he used to work, I'm not going to say where he used to work, but when he used to work, he had two phones for a while. One was the work phone, but after a little while, he was able to basically access all the stuff on his main phone because he would have, I'm pretty sure this is what he would have. I just never knew this is what he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he did work in auto industries, all I'm going to say.
But there's something else about SIM cards that a lot of people don't realize. They have a small memory capacity. They can store data, not only the normal stuff for your SIM, your phone number, etc., but they can also store other types of data. That data can be downloaded into your phone. Now, that was originally designed so that you could download from your SIM data that was on it so that you wouldn't lose it. But if you were to put a second SIM into that second slot and use it solely for data, you could get a fair bit on it. You can't get photographs on it because that's too much data, but you can get a fair bit of information on it.
Such as text files?
Yes. Messages, SMSs, text file, all sorts of things. You can load it onto that.
Quester, would you say that most of these files on a phone that maybe Cellebrite would extract are text files?
Yes, but they're obviously coded up.
Yes, but I'm saying at their very base, they're all just text files?
Yeah, there's something else that a SIM card holds that a lot of people don't realize. Location data. It almost constantly keeps monitoring location. The idea of that is so that the server who's supplying the service can keep you linked properly. So a SIM in good condition, if you were to interrogate it, you could get an awful lot of information on the location of that phone. Brilliant if it's interrogated, wouldn't it? Lovely lot of information. Do you know what Cecil said about SIM? He never even looked in it.
No.
Didn't interrogate it at all. I'm not sure. So he lost all the chance of location data.
No words.
Obviously, this little adapter wasn't in it when he found it, so you wouldn't have seen the adapter or any other SIM that was in the second slot. As I say, this is a theory, but it's a workable theory.
Quester, look, All Eyes says Cecil did a SimCon extracts, but didn't generate a report, only imaged the raw report or something. Can't remember if Eldred said she reviewed that too or not.
So he did do an extract, but he didn't generate a report. Well, that's flipping useful, isn't it?
Convenient.
Gosh, he's such an expert. About as much use as a chocolate fire guard, isn't he?
Lawyer's daughter says, right, because he wasn't asked to. He was only asked to do specific things. That wasn't one of them. Since when, in a murder investigation, do you only do what's asked of you? If you are law enforcement trying to get to the truth of the matter, you would do everything available to you to get answers. You don't just say, oh, well, I'm only going to do what was asked. That's ridiculous.
Well, I would have thought location information would have been something you might want to know in a murder case.
Yeah.
But if my theory is what happened, then that second SIM card could have been the source of all those changes in the data. It can be done in seconds, couple of minutes, easily. You don't need to take a lot of equipment with you. You just plug this in and off you go.
Well,
and that would solve all these questions about did he have a computer with him or whatever. Wouldn't need it. But we get back to that second SIM would have had to have been prepared before the event. Planning again. It would have to have been planned by somebody who knew which data files would have to be sabotaged. Like the Snapchat one that was changed.
All Eyes is asking, what changes in the data though?
On the big data sheets that we did the other vault, if you go to the page for the 14th at 0433, there's a whole list of them. Identifying the files, everything.
Okay. So let's save what we have left for next week. Fungi, you still have more LiDAR maps to go over? Yes?
I do. Oh yeah, for the end of the bridge. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I still got to work on that. I've been knee deep in one, chicken, but two, some other stuff too.
So we'll save what we have left to go over.
In response to All Eyes, who's trying to figure out what the data has changed, we don't know. All we know is the Snapchat files were some of the ones that were changed. We obviously don't know what was on it before they were changed. And the only person who will know what is on it would be Cecil, I suppose. If he knows at all.
Well, maybe we can Google it and harness his power.
Can you get that on the internet?
Fuck, I don't know.
No, there's just so. I mean, there's so much about the data. Well, there's actually. I don't want to say so much. There's so much missing.
Yeah.
And there's things that have been plugged in that don't make sense, or that don't have data that backs them up. So again, if you are not willing to question the state's experts and what they've provided us that don't make sense.
Well, there's also the fact that, you know, this business of something got into the auxiliary port. Yeah, the aux.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an argument about whether it was something that was plugged in or whether it was dirt or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in all of those cases, if it registers on the phone, then it is enough for it to produce what's called a 1 code. That 1 code is what tells you something is plugged in, or there is a fault in that port, whatever. There's no 1 code on the data list, which is odd.
Oh no.
Well, we'll save all of this for next week. Episode 32 coming next week. Okay, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Hey, sorry if I didn't get to any of your chats or questions in chat. I was slightly distracted. We'll try to get to them next time. But yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. What is today? Sunday. Have a good Sunday evening. Good night,
Kisses.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.